Good morning. I'm Judy LaPointe, the Executive Director of the Summit Chamber of Commerce, and I'd like to welcome you all here today. It's a pretty cool day.
I'd like to thank Dustin Lyman and the entire team at Copper Mountain for hosting this breakfast. I think they've done a wonderful job. Dustin's right over there. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. Also, I'd like to thank Alan Hensroth from May Basin, Rob Goodell from Loveland, John Bueller from Breckenridge, and he's also representing Keystone this morning. Thanks to our sponsors, Centura Health, they'll be speaking next, Summit Orthopedics at Panorama, Excel Energy, Climax Molybdenum, and iFurnish. And so many others. There are other sponsors that are here. It takes a village to put on an event like this, and we're thankful for our sponsors for doing that. Centura Health was instrumental in the creation of our new affordable care partnership with Peak Alliance. And we're looking forward to seeing how much our new lower healthcare rates are going to help us. Thanks a ton to the work by Centura, Tamara, Julie McCluskey, Mark Spires, and others. And with that, we'll kick off with Centura.
Oh, hey, I'm Lee Boyles, CEO for St. Anthony Summit Medical Center. I'm bummed to be missing this year's Centura Health COO Breakfast. I'm out of the county on a work trip, but the truth is I'd much rather be at Copper Mountain this morning sharing in the excitement for the upcoming season with all of you. Fortunately for you, we found someone much more interesting than me to speak on the hospital's behalf. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here's Jeff Ashby, and I hope to see you all soon on the slopes.
Is there anything else I can get for you? I heard that hundreds of times, and no one ever left my room without asking me that question. It was incredible culture.
About this community as a resort community, and you see on the left, the resort community over these last several decades has moved from day ski areas to destination mountain resorts, and now trying to figure out how to coordinate the interest of the destination guest with those of the local residents and the all-important second homeowners and increasing numbers of retirees that are involved.
That's a tough act to follow, but good morning, Summit County. I'm excited to be standing in front of such a great group as we kick off another ski season. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Rick Bowles with Panorama Summit Orthopedics. Panorama Summit Orthopedics is part of Panorama Orthopedics and Spine Center in Golden, and I know many of you are familiar with our group there as patients. Through our partnership with Centura Health, this will be our second season taking care of the orthopedic needs for the entire Summit County community, as well as being the orthopedic providers for the ski clinics at Breck, Copper, and Keystone.
His first email went out. Guess how many people were on it? 38. 38 people were on his first email. And to take what he's done and now look at what he's done, I gotta tell you, it is 2.5 million, right, Joel? 2.5 million. So back in 2007, 38 people. Talk about statistics, Ralph, in 10, 12 years. 2.5 million people follow OpenSnow.com. So without further ado, I'm gonna introduce Joel Gratz. It's my honor, thank you.
7 days is getting better, which is what I just showed, but look at 5 and look at 3. Once you get to 3 days before a storm, we're getting pretty close to 100%. Not that we know every last detail, but we know about when the storm's coming, about where it's tracking. So to throw that together again, 8 to 10 days out, hey, is there something that's gonna be interesting? Should I start moving some meetings around? 6 to 7 days out, I'm really looking at my calendar now and just kind of hedging and moving that doctor's appointment or looking for extra daycare. And then 3 to 5 days out is when I start texting friends and start saying, okay, who's coming with me? Where are we going? Where are we driving to? Stuff like that.
Joel's been helping me plan my call-in to well for work days for 10 years. Thank you, Joel. Yes, Nell Wareham, I'm up at Climax Mine. I was also kind enough not to make you say molybdenum, Joel. Wasn't that sweet of me? So huge thank you to Copper Mountain for hosting this. You know, we are located just up the hill on Fremont Pass at 11,300 feet, where we sometimes mine more snow than molybdenum, especially last winter.
So let me tell you a little bit about myself. Yes, I am new, although I've grown up in Colorado. I was born and raised in Boulder, Colorado. I've been a skier my entire life. Have been, since the days I was brown bag, ended up to Eldora, A-Basin, Loveland, and if I was lucky, up to Copper, Brack, Keystone, all of the resorts. I've never had a bad time at a ski resort. I've always had a good time. I wanted to make it my life from an early age. It took kind of a winding path to get here.
So, I've got 5 things I want to talk about for this coming season. And one of them really is last season and many years and moving forward. But we opened our Beavers expansion last year. It was just absolutely unbelievable. There's a couple of great, very dark blue trails out there that people really enjoyed. And there's great glade skiing, and we've added 2 more trails in the glades, Todd's Ridge and Tinker Toy. And the trail crew spent much of the summer buffing out all the other trails, so I think you're just going to love what's coming next.
Yes, we hosted The Bachelor at Loveland. No, you can't walk from the top of Loveland Pass and then pick up snowboards and start snowboarding down. But the backstory, he abandoned her. He left her on the hill. And took off snowboarding. We had to give her a snowmobile ride back up. That's why she was swearing so much. They didn't end up together. The moral to the story, as any ski and ride school employee will tell you, always take a lesson from a professional.
I love this time of year, fall. The weather's crisp in the morning. It's nice in the afternoon. And it just brings that energy back for winter, right? Everybody is excited about it. So it's a great time of year. Thank you, Dustin. It's great to have you in this community. Go Broncos. And thanks to your team for hosting amazing breakfast as always.
First of all, there was a big announcement made earlier, and I wasn't quite prepared for it. Judy, would you please stand up? Announced her retirement from the Summit Chamber. Let's give her a big round of applause. She said it, I did. Again, in closing, thank you very much. Winter is coming.